Namaste to Mahavir spiritual friends and my spiritual friends. I've just been so blessed to spend a month with my Tibetan Buddhist guru, Wende Rinpoche, at the gorgeous Lake Atlan, Guatemala. And on the way home, I had a chance to hang out with Mahavir so we could polish up our gift. He's going to be 80 soon, and so we want to make a gift so that he can give away to all his friends and family and beloveds on his 80th birthday. So the story starts out with Mahavir getting a hug from Anandamayi, world-famous saint, contemporary of Sri Aurobindo, Yogananda, Ramana Maharshi. Bliss, perfumed being. And interwoven is some performances by me and spiritual talk from my book, There Are No Foreign People. That's why no culture shock in Guatemala, because there weren't any foreign people there either. Oh, those Mayan people, so kind. Then, Mahavir had his spiritual breakthrough young, like me, at 26. And he hung out in India when he was 31 with Amandamai and Ramdas and the scene around Neem Karoli Baba's temple. Even though Neem Karoli had died a few years earlier, he hung out with Ramdas near the temple and went to the Kumbh Mela, 9 million sadhus gathered over there in Alibad, 1976, 77. So enjoy our little spiritual gift. It's all free, it's all for fun, and life is good. Let's realize who we truly are. Let's merge with true reality. I think I need to add unconditional love to this. And like right now, I'm talking to myself. And why is it so much fun to talk to myself? Because it's a really great buzz to get to know myself better. Mahavir, it's such an honor to speak with you in this sacred space and hear your story, your spiritual journey.
I asked if I could have her physical touch.
And
the translator refused to translate. He said, no, it's impossible. And I said, would you ask her? Ask 3 times, right? So I asked, and he said no. And I said, would you ask her? And she asked him a question. I'm pretty sure it was, what does he want? And he told her. And then she, kicked him out of the room. And as soon as he left the room, she just patted her lap. And I threw my arms around her. And I remember I have an injury in my upper spine, and she touched there. But the thing that really, I looked up, in her eyes. And Bhagavan Das had told me, if you ever get close to Anandamayi, look at her eyes and you'll see the ocean. And I looked in her eyes, and I literally saw, it was just like driving on Highway 1 on the Pacific Ocean, and the ripples and from distance. And when I saw that, it's just like, I was just like, wow. And every time I went, wow, in my mind, she would just smile. And she was showing me, first of all, she showed me emptiness, and that there's no reason to fear love. No reason to fear love. true love, pure love. And that went on. I mean, I was like, probably about maybe a foot away from her face. And it just went on. This was the highest thing that's ever come through me. It takes about a minute to perform. So here goes. Satchitananda. So now you can see your eternal destiny to free human souls from the misery of the evil forces that separate thee. What more sublime gift can your human life be than to keep flowing the evolutionary tears of humanity into humanity's sacred ocean of tears? I stay in Nainital. I go ride the bus just like you did, and Safra Chai, the whole thing, And Almoro is a little village where all the buses stop. So I get to Kenchi, and Ram Dass had given me this note that I was to give to the people at Kenchi. So and the note said, something like, good devotee, feed him. Something like that.
Wow.
And so...
Okay, well...
As soon as
Talk about a backstage pass.
Oh, yeah, I had to pass. I definitely had to pass.
Yeah, man.
So, and they said, leave your stuff here. And there was a young boy, maybe 8 years old. They said, take him to Ram Dass. So, Ram Dass is up on a hill above Kenchi is a hut. And Ram Dass, they said, take him to Ram Dass. So up we hiked, pretty steep climb up, and I knock on the door, and no one answers, and pretty soon I hear like some footsteps. It's it's very rustic, and the door opens, and Ram Dass is squinting out because it turned out it's the first time he'd seen light in a number of days. He was in retreat, kind of processing the rest of his Joya stuff. You remember Joya?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
This was right in the wake of Joya.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember he said, far out. That's what he said. And so we talked briefly, and I told him I was just arriving. He said, great, do you have a journal? I said, yeah, I'm keeping a journal. And he said, give it to me. I'll bring it when I come down tomorrow. And so he came down, and he said, I want you to tear out all these pages and burn them, because it's time for a new chapter. Uh-huh. And I told him what had happened with Anandamai and so forth, and we intersected a number of times during what turned out to be 4-month trip in India.
And the year of this is?
1976. I think that would be October of 1976. So, Ram Dass headed off. He was traveling with an American devotee named Chaitanya, and but we probably intersected at that point about a week, and we were, it's getting cold, and we're taking showers. And I remember there's they give you one bucket of pretty hot water, and it's up to you to however you want to use it, But
let me ask you a question. You had this intense encounter with Anandamai. What about Ramdas? Did he affect you deeply as an imparter of spiritual insights, or was he more of a hangout buddy on the scene in India? What
No,
was
he was
your...
definitely a teacher, and roughly a couple years before all this, like 74, after Naropa, I became his student essentially.
Ramdas'
Yeah.
student?
And he was
Where was where?
in Oakland. I was living in Oakland at the time, and
okay.
he was in the Bay Area, but it was more. We would write. He would give me instruction. Like I want you to read Gospel of Sri Ramakrishna. And tell me. So there was communication back and forth.
He was mentoring you.
He was definitely a mentor, a teacher.
A teacher.
A teacher. I would follow his instruction. And he kind of took me under his wing, especially in India. Like we would go into Nainital and hang out with KK, Shah, and other, and we would go, he was collecting stories, Nim Crowley Baba stories for the book that he eventually published.
I've read those books.
I think it's called Miracle of Love. He was working on all that. And I made a lot of recordings, audio recordings, pretty high quality. Which some of which survived only because, they burned in the fire. With all my pictures of Anandamai.
The Harbin Fire?
The Valley Fire of 2015.
True.
But by some miracle, really, not long before the fire, Krishnadas was going to India, and he knew I had certain recordings, and he asked me if I could send him a digital copy. So some of those recordings went to Krishnadas and then back to me.
That the room, this room, you are not in the room. The room is in you.
And Ramdas said, let go of time.
Whoa.
Become nocturnal, meditate a lot. And I was a meditator.
Let go of the time of
Let
day?
go of time of day.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
And so, all right, so one night I was in my room. It's kind of getting winter-like, and I'm all bundled up in a blanket. And I'm sitting. It was probably 2, 3 in the morning, something like that. And so I'm sitting, very, very properly. So I'm sitting in lotus.
Okay.
And I start feeling dizzy. Like my head is starting to feel like I'm spinning. And I really felt like I was going to fall down. And so I went to kind of stabilize myself.
Okay.
And I couldn't move. I couldn't move my hands. I couldn't move anything. And so I initially, I go into my heart. I say, okay, what's happening here? Have I died or something? And my heart says, just calm down. Just calm down. And then I see literally in my eyesight, I see Maharaji's feet, Nim Crowley Baba's feet coming into view. And the words are in English, hold on to my feet.
Oh.
So the impulse stirred me, and I grabbed forward. and I was able to move.
Wow. Awesome.
Hold on to my feet. It's a wild ride. Years later,
Okay.
this would have been about 2013. I wanted to talk to Ram Dass. I'd seen him many, many times after that, but always social, spiritual gatherings. I wanted to go darshan and talk about what happened.
Hold that thought just a second. We were at the Naropa Institute at the same time. Do you remember an all-night kirtan with Bhagavan Das? Were you there?
Absolutely.
Were you there? And at the very end, they gave each other a great kiss and embrace. We were there at exactly the same time. Again, our paths crossed. We got to tell this story.
Wow.
Okay, carry
Yeah.
on. You were there.
Well, I was there. Do
Oh.
you remember the woman that was tripping on acid? Who kept going, ah! You know, that was Kelly.
Oh,
And
that's
I
your
told Ram Dass,
spiritual partner?
that was my wife.
Oh, okay.
I asked Ram Dass, I said, I can't deal with this.
Okay.
Would you?
Uh-huh.
And he said, sure, you know.
Okay.
So all night long she was like, you know, I see butterflies. It's going on.
Was she tripping on some
Tripping on
strong
acid, LSD.
strong
Strong.
trip? Okay.
I remember there was a.
Did it upset people or did it
No,
distract
it was part
from
of Shiva, Om Namah Shivaya, all night long.
Om Namah
right? It was a
Shivaya.
Shiva
Okay,
full
so-
moon, Guru Purnima, July 1974. Interview with Bhagavan Das.
Mm.
And there was a question about the woman who was tripping on acid.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, she was the Divine Mother, you know. I'm visiting Ram Dass in Maui.
Mm-hmm.
I think I had like an hour and a half, which was really perfect.
Was this a one-on-one?
One-on-one.
Darshan? Ooh.
Yeah, I remember, what was her name? Kali, or the woman who took...
Oh, in Maui, where
Maui.
he, after his stroke.
Yeah.
Right, that
Just long
house.
after the stroke.
Yeah.
Not long before. Well, I
Right.
can't remember when he passed, but
Right.
I wanted to go talk to him.
We had that same impulse. Then I had to go talk to him in 1970.
Wow.
71.
Yeah.
I had to.
Yeah.
And luckily, Air India at that time, you didn't need to show a passport to fly. Because I had no passport. The embassy
passport.
took the...
Mimeograph record.
Yeah, sure. Okay. Keep going now. Okay.
All right. So
We're interweaving beautiful tales.
I had my my journal.
Mm-hmm.
And we went through it. You know, here's what you told me to do. This is what I did. This is what happened. And then I told him what happened with Goda Kenchi and Maharaji would come to you. And he asked me. He said, "What do you make out of that?" I said, "Well, hang on tight.
Hang on to the feet of
Hold on
Neem
to the
Karoli
feet.
Baba.
Hold on. Don't, no matter what waves come across your bow."
Again, like what he told me, you will have many encounters. You're going to be the first Earthman in the history of humanity. You're going to have so many challenges. So,
Yeah.
but like he said to you, if you're true to your spirit, you're unconquerable.
Yeah.
Your trip will just end. Here we are 54 years later.
Here we are.
And my trip is interviewing Baba Mahavir, and our trips are incredible.
Earthman.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So
Hold on.
and then he said, "Yeah, I read the same thing out of that experience." And he said, "I want to tell you a story." He said, "As long as I was with Neem Karoli Baba, I would watch everyone, especially the women, but not only, hold Maharaji's feet, reach out, hold his feet." He said, "I would always watch with some degree of envy, you know." And then one day, this is Ram Dass talking, one day he said he sat down right next to Maharaji, and just as he was reaching out to touch his feet, he yanked his feet underneath the blanket. And Ram Dass said and all the darshans, all the years that he was with Neem Karoli Baba, he never let him once hold his feet. Okay, well, what happened after that? Wow. There were many. That trip to India was all the doors opened.
And how many months was it?
Four.
About 4 months. 4, yeah, okay.
Yeah. All the doors opened, and it was just a miraculous. I went to Kumbh Mela.
I've always wanted to go.
In Allahabad in 1976.
Ooh.
And 9 million.
Ooh.
Allahabad is where Dada, one of Maharaji's, Neem Karoli Baba's closest devotees, lived. And we would stay at his house and all night long. There's stories of Maharaji, and then I'd go camp out in the Neem Karoli Baba encampment.
That devotee also wrote books about serving Ram Dass, which I have read.
He did, yeah. Beautiful books.
Yeah, just okay.
And we stayed in it, or I did.
He used to say one last little funny thing. Neem Karoli gave him so many things to do, and so quickly, that he would just do the last thing in like 20 different things he was told to. That's how he could hang on to serve the Guru.
Yeah, Dada he was a professor of economics.
And he visited the States also. He came
he did.
Okay, good. Okay, you're back in the...
Kumbh Mela, and Anandamai was there. Shankaracharya was there.
Well, okay.
This is and Prabhupada, Hare Krishna. He had gone to India for his last trip because he was dying, and I had darshan with there's so many darshans. And I remember one night I'm sitting with Anandamai. She had an encampment there, and up pulls the limo, and I said, "Wow, I wonder who's here now." And it's Indira Gandhi, the Prime Minister of India, coming for darshan for Anandamai. It was like, oh, my. It was, just day after day of bliss.
I'll probably never get to experience it. I'm 77.
It's a lot.
It's a lot, yes.
This was Allahabad, so this was the big one.
How old were you at this time?
Well, 76, so I was 31. 31. Yeah, I had my spiritual awakening early when I was 26.
Me too.
It's
like I was spiritually awakened from the ages of 20 to 26. All my books are from that period. Academy Award-winning filmmaker and editor for our documentary movie it was going to be called The Hippie Who Swallowed the Earth. We thought that was so cute and so funny. Being a stand-up comedian, a good joke. And we're getting, after 3 years and 4 months of working on this, and freaking out a few times with each other, against each other. But anyway, we kept going. And the film's almost ended. And the goddess who lives within me, I call her Goddess Earth or Earthy, she woke me up. I sat up in bed and she says, he likes to be called Tygo, because he had a little tiger when he was a kid and he still loves it so much. So, and he doesn't want fame or anything. So I says, Tygo, so I woke up and the goddess said, who? It's me. We're so fused. Call Tygo and tell him to change the title to There Are No Foreign People. And so I called him, and he didn't like that idea. He said, no, we got so far into it, the hippie who swallowed the earth. But what the transmission was, the book is not about me. It's not essentially about me.
No.
The hippiest world earth, that's kind of an ego trip, a comedy joke, but there are no form people, so even if people only see the cover and put this on their altar, that's the whole message.
Yeah.
Right? And you'll notice this is by Earthy and Earthman. This is the goddess Dakini and I. This is a transmission we did together. So, when we met recently, a few days ago, you told me that you had some insights from your Sufi studies and Sufi, and that the road map is so clear.
Yes.
Can you enlighten me a little bit about that?
Yeah. So the teaching is unconditional love. Unconditional love. And the definition of unconditional love is holding no expectation. So if I am in a practice of holding, really a practice of seeing, I expect this. Almost transactionally in relationship, like I want to...
Or you do me a favor and sometime later it's on your account that if I do you a favor back, that kind of pays back the former. And it's kind of spiritually transactional,
Right. That's an expectation. And if I let go, first of all, I have to recognize there's an expectation. And then if I cut it, if I say, okay, I'm going to let go of that, well, then I'm here.
You're present.
I'm present,
absolutely present in
also,
the eternal moment.
I'm in the presence of love. It's loving. It's a loving gesture to not expect anything from anybody anytime. Or anything.
Yeah, like in the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna is saying, don't worry about the fruits of your goodness. Right?
This is a pathway. I've discovered this is a pathway to the practice of unconditional love. Now, what's astounding to me, the part that has really been transformational for me, is what happens if I do this practice with myself? What happens if, let's say, from my spiritual heart center, I hold no expectation of myself? Then I'm off the hook, so to speak. I'm not tough on myself. I'm not criticizing myself. I'm not expecting anything from myself.
You've transcended the subject-object split. Where I am the subject, and this object has done something, and so I must transmit something eternal to that external object, and you've come to the enlightenment of pure subjectivity. It's just subject. There's just unconditional love.
It's unconditional self-love.
And
if you don't love yourself, unconditionally,
that's the key.
How can you do anybody else?
That's the key. That's the key. They just turned you on lately. Okay. Wow.
It's a practice. It's like a muscle.
I get it. Thank you so much.
If I come back, if I'm feeling, it really deals with the emotions. You notice. And the thing that I really love about, at least within the community I'm practicing with, the Sufis, is that there's a respect for emotions. They aren't here by accident. And to feel them, to allow, fearless exploration of the emotions while practicing unconditional self-love.
Putting those two together, synthesizing, merging those two. Well, that's a great lesson for me.
Whitney Houston said it all in the song. Learning to love myself is the greatest love of all.
Unconditionally, not expecting anything from even yourself to react to that.
My behavior is willy-nilly. No, my behavior can be, I can be appropriate, I can be communicative, I can be sitting down with you, but expecting myself to be a certain way You know, that's like admonitions. These are, and now we're talking about ancestral trauma. You know, the way we're raised, what we're told not to do, or to do. These are, so it's like, you know, the saying, being let off the hook. Well, what's that hook? It's like you're hooked.
Okay.
Being let off the hook.
I see what you mean.
There's a freedom. I mean, Trungpa talked extensively about the myth of freedom. This is
Thank you
not
so
a myth.
much.
This is the
You
real
know
myth.
what? You are healing me from post-ecstatic bliss disorder.
Yeah. You know, anybody who doesn't do their own work
Yeah.
is in their mind,
Ugh.
not in their heart.
Oh. Okay.
And I think, particularly with men,
Okay.
I think it's very important to, first of all, identify what you're feeling, especially the feelings that you can't access very easily. I'm talking about, basically, it comes under the rubric of vulnerability.
Okay.
For men, boys are raised to not be vulnerable, be strong. I certainly was. You know, I'm sure that's why I did all the academic stuff. You know,
Right through PhD in was it PhD in?
well, it's applied mathematics.
Applied mathematics. Okay. Well, that
By the
makes
way,
sense.
my thesis was survive the fire because my mother had it. So I actually have a copy of my PhD thesis from Berkeley.
Wow. Okay. Good for
Anyway.
you. Yeah. All right.
But the
key,
thing,
the Sufi key.
the key thing is that I
Unconditional
found
love. Okay.
in this practice is identify what you have difficulty feeling. Like a lot of men will feel pain and react with anger. What are you feeling? I'm feeling angry.
I see what you mean.
What's underneath the anger? For me, it was anger, sadness, ridicule, all under the rubric of vulnerability. So, can I allow myself to feel vulnerable?
Wow, I'm so getting this. And
And
by feeling vulnerable, I'm able to sustain unconditional love.
By holding no expectation. Notice that holding no expectation is very vulnerable. People would say, you're vulnerable in the present moment. You're vulnerable in the divine. And that's where trust in Allah, tie your camel.
La ilaha illallah Muhammad Rasulullah.
That's what I'm working on now. And I'm happy. I feel really, really happy.
You- The Earth Goddess and I delight in becoming colossal light bodies in the subtle plane. And embracing in the Yabyam Tibetan posture where the female goddess sits on the phallus of the god Shakti, Mount Shiva, with her legs around his back. We are so universally enormous that we are able to have the planet Earth between us when we come together. The goddess Earth heart and my heart come together with the earth between our hearts. And this visualization is how we heal the tremendous suffering and terror and starvation that is occurring in our world right now. A human, me, Earthman, sexually embracing a goddess from worlds with no physicality, with the earth as our common heart. That's what we do. It seems like just this posture, this yab-yam celestial embrace, is the most we can do for our world. And Goddess Earth is enjoying Earth through my body. I will be joining in her after I leave my home planet.
Oh.
I've showed her around Earth.
Oh my goddess. I'm in my first Guatemalan barber shop, and I haven't been in a barber shop since I couldn't make a ponytail.
Oh my God. You know, you definitely need a haircut.
Wow, and I don't speak Spanish. How am I going to tell them how to cut the hair? How do you say not too much in Spanish?
No demasiado.
Okay, not too much, Diago.
I'll go up with you.